The new 990 will force organizations to be cognizant of their practices. You know, they can't just say we're doing this stuff. They got to put down yes and no, unless they lie. But again, you have to be overt about it. It's going to improve oversight. It's going to, again, that word, transparency, transparency, transparency. The people who read this, everybody, the government officials, the IRS, government regulators, government auditors that are giving grants, donors, foundations, other not-for-profits, they will have a chance to find out, are you doing stuff you're supposed to do? Some overview before we get to the nuts and bolts. The new 990 has been rearranged, as I mentioned before. Parts have come out and been moved around. Sections have been created and moved around. Questions are being asked for clarity's sake and to improve what kind of information you're giving. There's certain questions that drive other questions. They lead you into it. Again, much, much more logical. This is the part I love the best. It's a drill down. For the accountants in here, this is the best approach to explaining numbers, a drill down approach. What I mean by that, and anybody has seen the form, on the first page you have a summary information that a reader could look at and say, okay, I'm not an accountant, I'm going to donate money to this organization. What does this organization do? I look on the first page and I get a real good picture. I get a good picture of how big they are, I get a good picture of what their mission is, all on one page. And from that, you now go to the other pages and you drill down for more detail. It's a very logical approach. As I said, the first page is the summary page. There is a checklist attached to the form on the second and third page where you go in and say, if this applies, I need to do this schedule. Remember I said there's 16 schedules. To know which schedule, you would have to go to the schedule, see what it is, go to the instructions. Here they get a checklist, which is pretty much a page and a half, that tells you and asks you what kind of information you have that might lead to preparing the schedule. So this again, is an introduction to doing the rest of the form. This section is what everybody seems to know about. This is the one that got a lot of people antsy. Governance, management, and disclosure section. That didn't exist before. This is something that the IRS thought was really important for readers of the form to know if the organization is doing what it should be on a management, on an administration, and as far as really accomplishing their mission. I don't know which one has people more upset or more concerned, whether it's that one or the next one, which is the section on compensation of officers, directors, key employees, highly compensated employees. They ask a lot of information, and there's a lot of misinformation out there about it.